let's give you guys a rundown of today's plan. We're going to go over what's expected at the event. Then we're going to check in with Charlotte Tipkin, who knows Samsung inside and out. Then we'll stream Unpacked live. If you guys have any questions or comments about what's coming up, let us know. You can tweet us with the hashtag CNETLive. I'll be taking a look at that from time to time. All right, guys, let's start off with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20. We've seen lots and lots of leaks, including renders from Samsung itself. There's an image of it in Mystic Bronze, and we know that's a Samsung color because the Galaxy Z Flip comes out in the 5G version with that color. But what's even more fun, guys, is that a tweet appeared with what appears to be an AT&T promo video of the Note 20. Brian, can you get that thing up so we can just talk about it like Mystery Science Theater style? Because this thing is amazing. Flat out, it says it's the Galaxy Note 20 5G, the Note 20 5G Ultra, and there's two versions. You're seeing the two different things. People thought there'd be three to go with the S. Let's talk about it.
There's 5G and 5G plus in that too, by the way. Man, the ad itself, I mean, isn't as swank as I'm used to. I'll say that. So maybe it was like an early draft, but it confirms what we all heard with the rumors.
Yeah, it's bezel free. I mean, you look at it and I don't know. I think it's a really gorgeous phone. I need to fully disclose up front that the Note is one of my favorites. I'm a big devotee, so I'm really excited to see what we'll actually get out of today. But I have to say that the very, very thin bezels and that tiny hole punch at the top, obviously they're playing up the real estate of the screen. That's what they've got with the size there. So yeah, it looks pretty impressive, even if you're right, Bridget, the ad is not maybe as glossy as we're used to.
Yeah, so we don't know if the ad is real. Now, if it's fake, it looks really, really good. And they've been following all of the leaks really well because this looks like it's the real deal. They talked about there's 8K video.
Space zoom.
That's a Samsung.
Like we had from the other one.
Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. Also, I noticed, I'm a Note fan as well. My Note 8 died a horrible death on Saturday. I dropped it on a diamond plate piece of metal by accident. So I'm looking forward to the Note 20.
That feels like your Note kind of saying, like, I know you're in good hands now. I have to go to my mothership. And
Its time had came. I dropped it and I was so upset. I'm using an iPhone and that's caused great chaos, as anybody who knows me knows. So back to this Note 20. This looks like there's only two versions. Like I thought there was going to be three because of the Samsung Galaxy S20, the Plus, and then the Ultra. What do you guys think about just the plan that Samsung is sticking to two Notes? Last year was the first time they did that. Bridget, what do you think?
I think she might have lost you there, but I mean, the idea of two Notes, I don't know. I think maybe we've seen this year, we've seen a trend towards slightly lower price. We've seen obviously delays because of waves out window everything that's happening right now. So potentially I wonder whether that was a production decision. Maybe earlier in the year they realized, they kind of saw the writing on the wall and said, let's just put all of our eggs into two baskets rather than three baskets. That's the phrase, isn't it? So maybe that was a decision considering the current climate, and maybe would people be interested in three really high-end phones when you've got other devices coming out under the $400 mark? Maybe that's a factor.
Can we go back to that video again, Brian? Because I want to take a look at that the Galaxy Note 20. It looks like they actually went with a flat screen, which is unusual. This looks like the regular Note. And you see, it looks like it doesn't have the curves. And the Note 20 Ultra does have the curves. Bridget, what do you think about the idea of the Note moving to a flat screen? I mean, curves have been all in this thing for a very long time.
You know, every person who's a big fan is going to have a feeling about that because it's what they're used to. But for me, I mean, I think it's a more powerful work tool if it doesn't have the extra curve stuff, because you're able to maybe do more. Maybe they'll talk about the bezel. They'll talk about, you know, why it's a beneficial thing to not have that curve. So I'm interested in that, and it might have something to do with the I just keep coming back to the front facing camera. I'm like, okay, what are we going to see a new trick with that? Because some of the rumors were about how maybe it's under the screen somehow, or maybe you won't see it all the time. I don't know. So I'm curious what they're going to talk about there.
And on the rear, I mean, we kind of see it briefly in a couple of these shots. It's got that similar kind of camera array to what we saw with the S20, with the, I think, what is it, 700 different cameras crammed onto the back.
Well, give or take.
Give or take, plus or minus. There we go. So yeah, 1,400. Sorry, that's my mistake. I really loved playing around with the camera on the S20 Ultra. I tried out the space zoom. I went out for a walk here in San Francisco up to Twin Peaks. And I was actually just really blown away by what you can see. Yes, you get a lot of noise. Yes, it gets blurry. But the fact that I was seeing some kind of detail when I was zooming into the city, which I haven't been to in 5 months, it was nice to feel like I was back in the CNET office again.
So if you want to act like a stalker, you can possibly do that. We're looking at the teaser video Samsung put out. Now they had, in this teaser video, they showed off a bunch of different devices. They had 5 devices in shadow. I don't know what this part is. We got BTS and there's all kinds of fun things from Samsung, but they did show off. Today they're expecting 5 devices, and that wasn't like a rumor. That's not any conjecture. This is flat out from the head of mobile saying, yeah, we're showing you 5 devices today. They're going to be powerful. Next to the Note in that little teaser video was what appeared to be the new Fold. And what was more fun last night, it looks like the Fold 2 leaked. Brian, can we get the video of that Fold 2 up? Because it looks like, if it's a fake, my gosh, you guys are working really hard at the fakes, because this looked like a hands-on video with the Fold. Here it is right now. It looks like it's in 2 colors, and it's opened up. It looks like that the cover screen is completely taking up the front. In the original Note, the Fold, it had a smaller cover screen. People thought it was awkward and it was difficult to use, but this looks like a real phone from the front. And when you open it up, it looks like that giant camera bump is gone. Claire, what do you think of what could be the Fold 2?
I mean, as you say, it's a really impressive fake video. If it is, like, we need to get these guys on our production team because they're good at those beauty shots, aren't they? Yeah, look, I think the Fold, there's no doubt that when you picked up the original Fold, it was just, it's a very sexy piece of hardware. And I think it takes a bit of getting used to that sort of slightly narrower design, especially as we're used to, a slightly wider. I mean, you think about the Note and some of the Samsung phones in general, they kind of go for that sort of longer, taller, but this was definitely a very kind of tall, cool drink of water. But I think I'm excited to see more usability. Always that first generation is going to be maybe a bit more clunky. It was kind of really early proof of concept that they could do this. Now I'm really keen to see like a refined concept and a really beautiful execution.
I mean, I think this thing looks great. I think this is what people thought we were going to get with the first foldable phone from Samsung. If this is it, but again, if this is a fake, it's just so good. There was a patent that we just showed real quick. There was this version of the Note, not the Note, the Fold. I got the Note on the mind. The Fold that had a small ticker screen, but it looks like we're going to get a very, very large screen on the front. I think that's going to make the Fold a little bit more palatable to people, because the idea that you have to open it every single time to use it as an effective device, I think that might have put off a lot of people, because you're concerned about, will this thing break? How many times can I fold this thing? How will this thing survive my constant usage? If the cover screen is more useful and it's larger, you're able to use that for many more tasks, as opposed to the original cover screen, long, narrow, difficult to use with lots of apps. It was a very strange kind of like candy bar feel. It doesn't look like the Fold 2 is getting any sleeker by any means. It still looks like 2 phones stacked together. It's a big honking thing. Bridget, are you going to bring one of these mini tablets into your life?
This is such an interesting time for tablets, right? I mean, you're hearing reports are coming out that people are buying tablets more because everyone's looking for different kinds of technology for working at home. Yet at the same time, it's not exactly a tablet that you can use a stylus on, because it's this weird hybrid. And it always comes down to, how does that screen feel compared to other screens? Because it's not exactly the same as, the other premium phones. I'm so curious on how people are going to perceive all these products, because I don't know about you guys, I'm thinking differently about my own tech in my life with what I'm using. Whereas the last time we were having a Samsung event, I really wasn't caring too much about wearables as much or tablets. And now I just bought a new tablet for my toddler. I'm constantly using my smartwatch because I need to be able to hear the dings for Slack wherever I am in the house, because it's all about the multitasking. So people are just thinking differently about health monitoring. They're thinking differently about tablets. I mean, I never got excited about about different kinds of products like that before, but I mean, even the earbuds. I mean, it's just people are just thinking differently now.
I think you're right. I think there's this element of, I think of the Fold as I've got a real sort of Mary Tyler Moore making it in the big city, and she like flips out her phone and she's like multitasking, looking at the front and zipping it away again. I feel like that's not where I'm at right now. At the moment, I'm just kind of like finding a comfortable recline on the sofa and just like using my laptop diagonally. I wonder if that kind of the Note and maybe a little bit with the Fold, there's sort of the business workhorses, the getting stuff done. I wonder whether that kind of element is going to be as popular, more popular because people are trying to work from home, as you say, Bridget, in this multitasking environment, or whether people are just using their laptops. And so a phone is actually the escape, and it's how I connect with my friends when I'm not working, because we are now like not working from home, we're living in the office. I do want to say about that front screen, one of my kind of favorite things about Samsung phones is those kind of smart covers that Samsung releases. And I have one on my Samsung device, and it kind of shows in a little, I can show it here, it's kind of got a little window there. And so I'll get like little notifications up, and I use that all the time. I'm constantly just like pressing the side button. Okay, I got some WhatsApp messages from Australia. Oh, I've got a meeting coming up because there's a calendar icon. I love being able to look at the front of my phone and kind of have that dip in element. So maybe that's something we're going to kind of appreciate more of, the fact that you can kind of dip in but not have to go into full work mode. So I don't know, you're right, Bridget, we're totally thinking differently.
We've got Shara Tipkin online. Hey, Shara, I really want to know, what kind of presentation are you expecting from Samsung this time? Because we're living in a new world. We saw what Apple did with their presentation. It was slick. It was really produced, moved really quickly. What do you think we're going to get out of Samsung in this presentation?
Well, Samsung is always very polished. Its events are generally very huge. It puts a lot of kind of production value into all of them. So, you know, what I'm really interested to see personally is more of who Samsung is. It does these kind of big events in New York or San Francisco or Barcelona or other places. And this is kind of the first time it's ever done something major in Korea. So there's a big opportunity for Samsung to show us what its campus looks like. You know, WWDC with Apple took us into like its gym and kind of some areas that nobody outside of Apple has really ever seen on that campus. Samsung has a big opportunity to do the same because they have these huge, very impressive offices and campuses in Korea.
I'm sure you're on top of all the leaks that we've been talking about today, and there's been popping up basically every single second. What do you think of all the what appears to be these official leaks from AT&T and what looks like a hands-on video with the Fold 2, the Galaxy Watch 3, which we haven't talked about yet, but apparently that's been hands-on videos like crazy. Do you think this does anything to impact the response to the Note, the Fold, and all these other devices?
I don't really think so. You know, for all of us who are following this industry really closely, we notice all of that and we're paying attention. You know, regular consumers who are going to upgrade to the new Note may not have seen any of that anyway. And it's, you know, I don't think it would really have an impact on whether they're going to buy it. Whether it means they watch the event today, yeah, that could have some sort of impact. But, you know, ultimately, yeah, it is kind of, it does raise the question, like, what don't we know? You know, it seems like everything is out there already. So it'll be really interesting to see how all of the leaks stack up against what Samsung actually announces.
And the last question I wanted to ask you, like, do you think that Samsung's going to be able to command such high prices for devices like the Fold 2 and the Note? These have been very expensive devices in the past. It doesn't seem like the right climate for those kinds of super premium devices. How do you think that's going to go down?
It's really interesting when you think about it. Yeah, this is a very difficult environment right now. There are millions of people out of work. We're basically in a global recession. a pandemic, kind of an environment that none of us have ever seen before. And I think people are more hesitant to spend $1,000 or more on a phone. But if you think about the devices that Samsung's launching, the Note and the Fold, those were already always expensive devices. So those weren't necessarily products that people who were more sensitive in terms of paycheck would buy. The Note has really popular fans who tend to buy this every year, or or at least like waiting for the new ones. And a lot of those people probably are people who are not actually really affected by the pandemic financially. They're working from home, because they're not traveling or going out to eat or going to the theater or doing things like that. They might actually have more money to spend right now. Same with the Fold. That was a $2,000 basically experiment that came out last year. So anybody who bought that, wasn't necessarily buying that as their phone that they're going to use for the next 5 years. That was really kind of a big investment to have kind of the latest, greatest technology first. So there's a chance that we could see that happen again this time, where people who are big fans of these and, really want to try out the newest technology will scoop it up right away. Is the Note line going to attract maybe people that it wouldn't have before? That's probably going to be a harder sell. We have a ton of these Samsung A series devices out now that have 5G. No, they may not have a stylus. They may not have some of these high-end specs that you have in the Note. But for a lot of people, what those devices have is good enough. And then there's the new Pixel, the iPhone SE. So there's a lot of really good low-cost options right now. So we're really just gonna have to see what happens, but the Note really does have a lot of fans.
Well, thanks for this insight, Shara. We're gonna go back to talking about the other leaks. There appear to be earbuds, folks. This might be the worst kept secrets, one of the worst kept secrets in recent memory, because Samsung has referenced these Galaxy Buds Live in apps already. They've published a manual already. The device is not out. I want to keep this in mind here. Like I might be talking about it by name, and you're seeing the manual right now, and they explain how to wear these bean-shaped buds, but they're not officially out. They appear to be in the teaser video. Bridget, are you excited for beans in your ears?
Bean buds. I already got a pair of Beats I'm using, so I can't say that I'm actually in the market to buy some new ones. But I now swear by wireless earbuds, and I never gave a hoot about them before because I was all about over ear for my subway commute, and now it's all about something quick for all these Zoom meetings. It goes back to what Shar was saying. It's like you talking about everything being different, people thinking differently. You want to buy something like the Flip to show off to your friends. Show it off on a Zoom meeting, like it just there's something different about having really slick tech that not everyone gets to see in person too. There is an element there. I think that is missing. It's a little sad.
You're so right though, Bridget. Like I actually, my last set of, I borrowed my husband's today, but my last set of wired headphones just gave up the ghost. So right before moving over to the States, I pulled out my old Pixel earbuds. Pixel Buds, gosh, the great name that they were no doubt given by the marketing department. Now, these are the first gen ones, so they're a little bit clunky. They've still got the connecting wire that goes around the back, like you've got those kind of glasses that you can hang off the front. But I love them, and there was never a reason to use them when I was walking to work. I just stick my wired ones in. Now I'm constantly just wireless around the house. I'll have my phone in the living room and be doing the washing up, and I can just walk around and kind of have a podcast, have music without annoying my husband, which is really important when you're living on top of each other in a tiny apartment. So I'm a huge convert now to wireless earbuds, and I'm really excited to see these ear beans. The big question though, will they fit my ears? That was my first thought. With the size, with the shape, you want to have comfort, and I think a lot of these devices are often made for clonking huge dude ears. And what about
it's true.
the fun area in life? You know, certainly find that with wearables in terms of watches, they're not made for smaller wrists. So hopefully these are designed with different sized ears in mind.
Well, in the manual, they did have these explanations of how to wear them and the different sized ear tips that would be included with this. So hopefully it'll fit non-dude ears.
I mean, also then you've got people like my husband who has a rugby injury. So one of his ears is just kind of a little bit munching anyway. So he's in the next room. I'm sure he's going to love me sharing that with the internet.
Cauliflower ear, people. It's very important to know about. Sorry, I got off there. Let's talk a little bit about what could be the Samsung tablets. Okay, I'm an Android guy. I love using Android on my phone. I love all the customizations. I love everything I can do with that. It's one of the reasons why I like really big Android phones. But it looks like Samsung is going to be coming out with the Tab S7 or the S7 Plus, a couple of tablets. I cannot, for the life of me, ever recommend getting an Android tablet for lots of reasons. We can get into those later. Bridget, you were talking about tablets and how culture's changed. I think Android tablets are a dead end. What is your opinion on that?
I am going to go with the tablet for the phone system I have. So I went with the iPad mini, but you want to, if a family's at home and they're looking at options, they're going to go with what they're already comfortable with. So I totally see Samsung users looking to something like this as a side device for, especially a smaller one for like younger students. But then again, this is such a mixed bag, because how much is it gonna be worth the upgrade, right? Like that's what you're kind of getting at in terms of the software inside.
I mean, I'm a Samsung user and I have an iPad. I'm the same. I will not use an Android tablet. I'm like, what is this machine? My iPad doesn't speak well with my Samsung. In fact, I don't think they're on speaking terms, but it's just a go-to media device, the mini. I can just watch some episodes on it. I think for a lot of people, that's the go-to form of media consumption. I could see this maybe being a homeschooling option, remote schooling, kids being set up with an iPad, far out, with a tablet. I mean, it's an indicator in and of itself. Being set up with a tablet that maybe isn't the cost of an iPad Pro. So I'm interested to see the price point of this one. I think that'll be the key factor, but I'm the same as you, I am not really an Android tablet person. And also let's remember we've got devices like the Surface. So that's really come in to the space. Android used to be the kind of convertible option when iPad was just this kind of slate, and back in the days before we had some of those add-on accessories to the iPad. And then Microsoft swooped in and their Surface, and they have serious fans. My dad is such a fan of the Surface. He will not hear a word against it. And he's an Apple user for everything else. So I think tablets is where people are comfortable sort of dipping a little bit outside their normal field. And I personally don't know that Android is the one for me on that factor. But price will be the interesting one.
Well, I know a lot of, I was just going to add on that. I know a lot of parents often say, oh, we'll just get a really cheap Kindle to get kids online. But then you're really starting to see the processing downsides when you go with something that's really light, when everyone's on video all the time. And so people might be looking for something that has a better camera. I think it really depends on the specs. And
those processing downsides are, you're going to feel that as a pain point when you're on the work call and the kid comes into the room and is like, my thing isn't working. You want something that is smooth, that doesn't have any problems, that is going to be fast. Yeah, I think you're exactly right there, Bridget.
I believe Samsung's expected to come out with like high-priced, really fancy tablets. That's why I get a little bit irritated about this, because the lifespan of Android updates on these devices is very, very short. Now, if you invest in an Apple iPad, like you're going to get support for like 5 or 6 years. Okay, so that device is still going to get the latest and greatest software. It's going to get faster. It's going to get better. It's going to get new features. a lot of the Android tablets are basically frozen in time. So when you're putting out your dollars for this, it sounds a little crazy to me to go, okay, yeah, get an Android tablet. And even stranger is the fact that the Fold is kind of a tablet. Like, I know that it's a foldable phone, but like when you open it up, it's a 7-inch screen right now. So Samsung and Google, they're trying to figure out exactly how do we not screw up tablets a second time, because Google itself left the Android tablet market. That's the big sign to me of like, hey guys, when the maker of the software decides, hey, we're not doing it anymore, and if we're going to do hardware, it's going to be Chrome OS, shouldn't everybody else go, wait, there's something, like, they might know something. I mean, they make the software and they're not even behind it. Like, it's maddening to me. It just, I can't do it. And I've seen a lot of comments on one of my last videos. People are like, why would you not recommend one? That's why, because it's crazy. My iPad Air, the original iPad Air, just got like end of life, like last iOS 13. I think that was the last one. That was like 6 years ago. And it still worked, and it still works, but like, it's not frozen in time. Oh, I got really worked up there.
Hey, you got to do you, Ayaz. I'm the same. My iPad was 1,000,000 years old and it was still working. And yes, the battery ran out quicker, but it was a really good device. So I think you're right. People are really conscious about what they're spending their dollars on right now, and knowing something's going to last, it's going to be fast when they need it, and that it's going to last longer than 6 months. Not saying that this would last 6 months, but I think people are looking at future-proofing a lot more.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I want to talk quickly about the Galaxy Watch 3. Now, another not really guarded secret, Samsung works on its own watches. They don't use Google's Wear OS. I believe somebody called Tech Talk TV had a hands-on video with this. And if you're wondering where the Galaxy Watch 2 is, that doesn't exist because there's an Active 2, and Samsung apparently, according to the rumors, does not want to confuse the buyers of these products. So they're going to call it Watch 3, just to make sure you know it's the latest and greatest. It looks pretty slick. I just started using a smartwatch recently, and I kind of like it, but I just don't know if I'm going to use it on the day-to-day. Bridget, you were saying you're using your watch a lot more.
Yes. Well, for me, it's because I got 2 young ones. I got a preschooler and a toddler, and I'm seeing messages from my boss as I'm changing dirty diapers. You know, it's really helpful in that kind of regard. But it also, I am really interested in seeing what they're doing for health monitoring, because we all have that on our minds right now. But I think the real good smartwatches are going to come next season, because now that they're thinking about what do people want to see, they want to see, like any chance of a temperature change, like people are really paranoid about their health and being on top of this whole pandemic. So how is that going to shape the next model of wearables and what they're tracking? But still, it's something to look for in terms of what this watch can do.
Yeah, I think that move towards fitness is so important right now. We've obviously got a lot of people at home, a lot of people trying to exercise. Anecdotally, all of the kind of fitness apps and wearables are becoming way, way more popular as people try and find ways to exercise when they can't go to the gym. I think wearables that track for fitness reasons are huge right now. So I'm really hoping to see some features there, but also health monitoring, as Bridget says. I think there were rumors of ECG on this device. Pulse oximetry is one that I sort of did a bit of a deep dive into a while ago for a video. And that's something that, while these wearables aren't really great as medical devices, some people are just kind of keeping an eye on their blood oxygen, especially when, the coronavirus is a respiratory illness. This is not the kind of device that you get when you are really concerned about your health in that level. But I think people are kind of just monitoring themselves a little more, keeping an eye on things a little more, and thinking about their health as well. I know we're now into month 5 of stay at home, and I am blaming the washing machines, the commercial washing machines that I wash my jeans in. That's why they're getting smaller. That's the problem. So yeah, fitness features are definitely a must. And once again, size and sleek look. I think, when you've got the Apple Watch, which is one of the, if not the biggest selling watch in the world now, it's a really beautiful device. So what is Samsung going to deliver that kind of competes against that?
Yeah, I'm not going to, the doctor as often, because you don't really want to, go places more than you have to. So that's why I think also people have monitoring on their mind more.
Yeah, and the Samsung watches, again, like I said, does not run Google's Wear OS. They have their own operating system, and they have a very cool rotating bezel on the device, which people like a lot better than that crown that's on Apple's devices. I thought it was a brilliant design. I'm like, why didn't anyone else do that? Because to interface with the watch, like I'm realizing how small it is, and like you can't really hit small points on the device. A rotating bezel, I thought, made a lot of sense. And if they stick to that, I think that's going to make their devices stand out a bit more. I I don't know if I can get excited about the Galaxy Watch unless I want to live in the Galaxy world, because it's one thing if you're Android, you still have options, but like the Galaxy Watch works a heck of a lot better if you have a Galaxy phone. So then you got to kind of like go all in with Samsung. It seems like it's almost it's that buy-in to me seems a little bit more difficult than Apple buyers have. Like, oh yeah, Apple phone, Apple Watch, totally makes sense, very simple. But for Samsung, you've got lots and lots of options.
Do you have like a Samsung account when you use your Android phone? Like I have my Google, which I log into, and then it's like to get the best out of Bixby. Still a thing. I don't know why, but it's like log into your Samsung account. And after all these years of being in the Samsung and Android ecosystem, I still don't have a Samsung account. So you're right. That's a feature that I probably wouldn't get as much out of.
I do have a Samsung account. I use it particularly so my notes are backed up. That's what I use it for, because the Notes app on the Note doesn't back up to anything but Samsung's cloud service.
Smart.
So if I wanted it on Google Drive, which I really want it there, if I wanted it on Box or Dropbox, that's not an option unless you actually like take screenshots of these images, which is kind of ridiculous. But like that's the backup. That's what I actually use, is that Samsung account. You know, you brought up Bixby. Let's talk about Bixby. Because there was a Bloomberg report saying that Google was talking to Samsung about featuring Google Assistant more and the Google Play Store. Now, Samsung does have, obviously, its own assistant known as Bixby, and it does have its own app store. It's called the Galaxy Store. Now, Google's official statement was something like, oh, yeah, well, that's one of the best things about Android. Different companies can come up with their own app stores, and that's totally fine. Now, I, for one, would love to hear a deal announced that Google Assistant would be maybe at least an option that you can map to the Bixby key or make it the default. You can already use it. That's the other thing. Like Android's really cool with this, where you can use everything you want at one time. Samsung does the Apple thing, where it's like you're locked to Bixby for certain things. Claire, would you be excited to see Bixby wave bye-bye?
I would be so excited. Feeling tethered to Bixby is like when you have to take your little kid brother out to a school party and you're like, I don't want to take him. It's just the worst. Good on them. I love that they have this sunk cost fallacy if they're going to stick with it. But Bixby is so annoying. My only interactions with it are when I accidentally used to press the Bixby button and I would just scream and throw my phone across the room. That's not a great user experience. It's not like when people go, hey Siri, it's not cute like Siri. So yeah. We're getting a bit of a disclaimer on the screen here. Is this a sign that the event is about to start?
It could be. Or that Bixby's ears perked up and like, quick, run something
Claire,
now. Because
Claire, you want me? Do you finally want me? No, Bixby, I don't want you. Nobody wants you.
Bridget, have you experienced the pain of Bixby?
No, but during this call, I had a few pains with SIRI because I didn't even say her name and she went off a couple times on my MacBook and I lost audio and I had a panic moment. So sometimes it's not perfect in any world, you know?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, so I don't want to say that S word, but the thing is, Samsung did buy the company that made SIRI. They bought that, and they were going to come out with. They had a product called Vi, this company, and they were going to integrate that into Bixby in some way or another. It was supposed to be this really extremely intelligent, human-like responses and it's supposed to be integrated into Bixby. I have not seen that integrated yet, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but maybe it'll happen soon. Is this the actual presentation or is this a demo?
No, this looks different to the demo where it looks like we might be actually in the...
Yeah. Okay, I think it looks like Unpacked is going to begin. It's really hard to tell because it looks like the teaser video. So we should...
Got to use that premium content.
Oh, it's changing. So we should take you there live. And don't forget, we're going to be back with a post show to recap and analyze all of the news. If you want to, tweet your thoughts out and questions with the hashtag CNETLive, or you can reach us directly on Twitter. I think we should get to that event. What do you think, Brian? It looks gooey. Gooey Galaxy.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Welcome to the Galaxy Unpacked 2020. I'm Federico Casaleño, live from Korea, and I'm honored to be your host for this event. And I hope you enjoyed that stunning opening with AR. We are proud to share the mobile experiences we have reinvented for you. At Samsung, we always push the limits of innovations, and we constantly reinvent products and experiences. At this time, we also reinvented our event so you can enjoy the Unpacked from the comfort and safety of your home or office. So even if we are physically apart, we are together, connected by a shared passion for innovation, technology, and beautiful design. Thank you for joining us. And we are also excited to welcome our Samsung members from all around the world. As Galaxy users and ambassadors, you provide valuable insights and inspiration. Thank you, and let's have some fun. Samsung has always focused on meaningful innovations that make your lives better. My role at Samsung is to understand the different ways we all live, work, and play, and then design and deliver cutting-edge experiences, keeping people at the very center of everything we do. Our focus is on authentic human experiences through meaningful innovations, and we will show you what that looks like shortly. Today, the world has changed so unpredictably, and we cannot simply continue like in the past. We must redesign a different, better future together. And Samsung is ready to lead this transition to the next normal. That's the commitment that underlines our vision. And on that note, it is my great pleasure to introduce you to Tien Ro, President and Head of Samsung Mobile, and the driving force behind our vision. Please join me in welcoming Tien to the stage.
Hello, and welcome to Galaxy Unpacked. You know, for many years, everyone in technology has promised to change the world. Sometimes it's easy to forget that the opposite can happen. The world can change us. Over the last 6 months, since we met in San Francisco, so much has changed. These are extraordinary times, and we are facing extraordinary challenges. They are just saying that the only time you ever hit a bump in the road is when you are moving forward. The faster the ride, the harder the bump. There's only one thing to do when that happens. Keep pushing the pedal to the metal. Embrace the next normal. That's exactly what we've done at Samsung Mobile. We know these are challenging times, and people are depending on technology more than they ever have before. Technology can help empower you in these times of adversity, so that you can live every moment to the fullest. Today, we are announcing the most powerful devices we've ever created to help you do just that. They are bold and beautiful. They redefine what's possible. Now, more than ever, we all need that. At this event, we often like to talk about technical specs. I'm an engineer, so trust me, I would love to do that. And you'll hear a lot more on that topic shortly. But we should always remember why we do what we do at Samsung. Innovation has always been in our DNA. And we don't just innovate cutting-edge tech. We innovate experiences. We built our ecosystem in support of how you live your life. Our mission is to give you new ways to communicate, new ways to get your job done through intelligent connections. So then you can talk to your parents and friends, whether separated by an ocean or by a pane of glass, to keep your children in school, even when they can't go to school, to support a healthy lifestyle when we all need it most, maybe even to help you play hard when you should be working hard. That's our mission at Samsung. It's at the top of my mind every morning when I wake up and every night when I go to bed. How can we create innovations that truly matter? Among many other products and services, we are proud to announce some of those innovations today. A smartwatch that acts as your personal health manager. Earbuds that let you tune into every moment of your life. A tablet that lets you maximize your personal time. And I'm very proud to announce our new Note. The Galaxy Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. Mobile phones so powerful that they work like a computer and play like a gaming console. Together, they are part of the growing Samsung ecosystem. At the end of the day, we are about empowering you so that in these difficult times, you can focus on what really matters. So then you can work hard, so then you can play hard, so then you can live big and live life to the absolute fullest. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Thank you, Tiem. You truly inspire us. Samsung products has always been developed with the needs of our consumers in mind, and that will never change. And so today, we are excited to introduce 5 devices to our Galaxy ecosystem. Each has been designed with the next normal in mind, to power how we work and how we play. And while each of these devices are great on their own, they are even more powerful as a part of the full Samsung Galaxy ecosystem. Samsung members are posting so many comments live right now, it's hard to follow. But I'm so pleased that you share our excitement. And I can tell you really want to see the new devices. So everyone out there, let me start by introducing the all-new Galaxy Note 20.
Wow, there it is, the Galaxy Note 20. Note users have always been energized by work and inspired by play. Now that the division between work and play is blurring more than ever, we need to move fluidly between the two. Note 20 was designed to meet this need and support us in our daily lives. It's a new and improved way to optimize time and maximize efficiency. The new Galaxy Note 20 comes in 2 versions, the Note 20 and the Note 20 Ultra. With everything we do on our phones these days, the display is really important. The Note 20 has a 6.7-inch screen, and the Note 20 Ultra has the largest smartphone display yet in our Note series at 6.9 inches. The display is the most vivid and brightest you can find on a smartphone today. It gives great visibility indoors and outdoors. We've seen your testimonies that no matter how you use your smartphone, once you experience the buttery smoothness of our 120 Hz display, it's really hard to go back. We're proud to bring that same experience to the Note 20 Ultra. And considering how much you'll be using it, we're happy to protect the new Note with the toughest glass ever on a smartphone. The Note can keep up with busy multitasking lifestyles. It delivers the best of power and the best of productivity. Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra have the fastest processors in the Galaxy series. Advanced chipsets combined with our all-day intelligent battery give you the power to last. And if you're ever running low, you can get more than 50% charge in just 30 minutes. That's staying power you can count on. We also offer end-to-end security in hardware and software with Samsung Knox. If you think about everything that we do on our phones, it's reassuring to know. Cameras are an integral part of the smartphone experience. For me, my gallery has replaced my diary. I use pictures to remember where I went, who I met, and even what I ate. I know a lot of you can relate. We expect our phones to do a lot, and Note 20 cameras are designed to live up to these high expectations. They come fluid experience that opens up new possibilities for work and play. When our invite and teaser videos dropped a few weeks ago, we were amazed by all the buzz about Note 20. These are some of the comments we received. Wow, some of you guys guessed a lot of the details. We noticed design garnered a lot of interest, and it looks like Mystic Bronze will be the must-have color. We asked our designers to share a sneak peek into their process. Let's take a look.
Design is one, and the one is a combination of everything. Design is a problem-solving process with rational and critical thinking. Samsung Design put consumer at the center all the time. We always try to understand their needs and address their problem with a methodized process. We are not in the age of single genius. We believe in democratization of design process, which is cross-functional collaboration. So the main concept of Note 20 design is sustainable premium, which means long-lasting elegance, neither trendy nor fleeting. We have studied on height for 4 to 5 years. For the perfect quality, Mr. Bronze was the best color to harmonize with the haze effect. And it is gender fluid and sustainable as well.
The Mystic Bronze of Note 20 and the Note 20 Ultra look the same, feel the same, but they're different materials made with contrasting methods. For the Note 20 Ultra, we etched the glass to create a satin finish. For the Note 20, on the other hand, we applied a special coating onto reinforced polycarbonate to realize the same look and feel. This way, within a single series, we deliver the values of both premium and pragmatism. In addition to Mystic Bronze, we settled on Mystic White, Mystic Gray, Mystic Black, and Mystic Green.
We always observe, listen, and adapt ourselves to what are happening in our society. Because we believe design is not a trend follower, but we are culture creator.
You just saw how passionate our designers are, creating products that address the needs of consumers in this fast-changing world. I love how they keep up with real-world changes and the real people who use our products. At heart, that's what the Note is all about. Our friends at Netflix helped us get a glimpse of what life would be like without it.
Busy? Trying to be. Doesn't look like you are. What are you doing?
Looking for the ham sandwich I left.
Who still uses the fax machine?
What are you drawing? It's a check.
Oh, what's he saying?
I don't know.
Don't speak that either.
I can't understand you.
Mike?
You're breaking up.
Mike, can you copy?
You're cutting out.
Mike, Justin! Mike!
What a delightful waste of time.
I needed shock, I need awe, and I needed a PDF because my computer doesn't have Word.
"2020 is a year of change. So far, it hasn't been easy. That's why we designed the Note 20 to empower users. And of course, this is here to help. That's right, it's the S Pen. The S Pen defines the Note experience. Our engineers have continuously improved and developed it to put more power at your fingertips. Here's how.
Galaxy Note and S Pen were born to respond to users' needs. We knew people would want a large-screen smartphone with a pen inside because they are watching more online video than ever before. As engineers, our job was to realize this vision through intensive research and development. And so in 2011,
Tasks of smartphones and the mobile tablet in one device.
created a new category of phablet.
Over the past 9 years, the S Pen has been reimagined as a truly powerful device. In the early years of its development, we wanted to keep satisfying those who say that, I like writing with the S Pen. So our primary goal was to provide a better feel to the writing and achieved improved recognition.
But if you've been watching how it's developed since then, you will know it's no ordinary digital pen. We introduced AirView, which enables the viewing of additional content by hovering the S Pen over the screen. The Air command gave an instant reading of available tasks, while the Smart Select received much praise for providing more freedom in doing screen captures. We also added a translation feature, which students really loved. And there's Action Link that turns handwritten notes into action for immediate use.
But still, we received feedback saying, I draw a line, but it appears too slowly. It was a perceptive observation that gave us a real jolt. That kind of latency is created as the pen's signal is picked up by the handset, processed by the software, and then finally drawn on the screen. One of many solutions was the AI-based point prediction. We had our system analyze tens of millions of writing and drawing samples, much more than before. Based on this, the device predicts the next expected point of the S Pen. Since the predicted point should be closer to the real next point than the last point, the process can contribute to decreasing the latency. Also, thanks to a doubling of the display's refresh rate to 120 Hz, the Note 20 screen now shows the data from the S Pen twice as frequently as the Note 10. In the end, we reduced the latency to 9 milliseconds, moving the S Pen one step closer to the natural feeling of writing on paper.
Handwriting on a digital screen was not a common thing 10 years ago, but now it has become a common experience. I think Galaxy Note and S Pen set a kind of new normal.
And thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. High refresh rate, that's great.
It is amazing what this pen can do. The S Pen has always been an integral part of our Galaxy ecosystem, and the natural pen experience travels far beyond Note 20. We're entering a new area where the boundaries between work and play are fluid, and some of us are already there. Our next device is all about giving you the flexibility you deserve. It will help you to be more productive at work, but also nourish your passion for play. And this is our all-new Galaxy Tab S7. And here it is, the Tab S7. I'm really excited for you to discover its full potential. It represents a substantial leap from the previous generations. And here is Adrian to tell you more.
Hi, everyone. All around the world, people are talking about the new normal. We know it can be a challenge, but I'm grateful I have the tools to adapt to the times and focus on what's important to me. Being home means I decide when to speed up for work and when to slow down for some me time. Tab S7 makes that possible. It's the ultimate productivity device that gives me the power to optimize my personal time. It's perfect for me and for anyone else who wants to work and play more efficiently. Tab S7 comes in two sizes, an 11-inch model and the larger 12.4-inch Tab S7 Plus. The Tab S7 Plus has the largest Super AMOLED on a tablet today. And remember that ultra-smooth 120Hz display? We're bringing it to tablets for the first time. When it comes to design, our goal was to combine portability and style. Despite the full metal design, it's very lightweight. Look at it from the side. Impressive, right? In fact, the Tab S7 Plus is the slimmest tablet of its size on the market. It's incredibly thin, light, and durable. The Tab S7 and S7 Plus come in 3 new color options, including, you guessed it, this year's signature, Mystic Bronze. You might be thinking, looks great. Now where's the S Pen? Here it is. Convenient, right? We also built a better keyboard that's going to raise your productivity game. Now let's see what this tab can do. We know a lot of people are juggling work and home life these days, so being able to multitask has become essential. We've had multi-window on our tablets for years, offering a split-screen experience. And now we're letting you run up to 3 apps simultaneously. This means while drawing or taking notes, you can watch videos on YouTube and chat with friends all at the same time. And of course, we continue to give Galaxy users ad-free access to YouTube Premium. Now let's get back to the S Pen. This feels like a real pen and writes like one too. Combining the new S Pen with the new 120Hz display, we were able to significantly reduce latency. It's the biggest leap in S Pen responsiveness yet. A complete S Pen makeover that feels smooth and natural. The book cover keyboard is the most versatile keyboard for both work and play. It's going to raise your productivity game like never before. It clicks into place securely, and when you're not typing away, you can use it as a stand to watch your favorite Netflix shows and adjust it to a range of angles for more flexibility. What I really love about the keyboard are the touchpad and shortcuts. The touchpad is now larger and supports multi-finger gestures, so it's easier to control your screen. And it has shortcuts, like on a full-size keyboard, bringing a Windows PC experience to an Android tablet. All these innovations start by listening carefully to you, or users. So let's take a moment to hear from one of our Samsung members.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris and I'm from the United States. What I love most about the S Pen is that when paired with Galaxy, the possibilities of creation are endless. I really want to know if Samsung has plans to add more cool features to the S Pen.
That's a great question, and one we've heard a lot. More than 1 million apps are optimized for Android tablets, and we're seeing increased demand for more S Pen compatible apps as well. Here's the good news. Tab S7 now comes preloaded with 3 great apps. Note Shelf, which is great for note-taking, Canva for designing, and Clip Studio Paint for drawing. Clip Studio Paint is coming to Android for the first time on Tab S7, and we're super excited for you to try it out.
Nope.
We also enhanced our Samsung Notes app to let you do even more with the S Pen. Let's bring Mary back to talk about that. Hi, Mary.
Hey, Adrian. As you know, Samsung Notes is the original app that was created to work with the S Pen for the Note series. It's been there from the very beginning, and we've been improving it for every generation of the Note since. Why don't we show them?
Sure. Let's start with something simple and then build up. I have the Samsung Notes app open here. I'll pull up a PDF. It's a bit hard to read that. Here, let me straighten it out.
Oh, that was Korean.
Yeah, I've been taking classes. The Samsung Notes app has been great for me because I can type my notes and write directly on them with the S Pen. I can also use voice recording, so I can remember exactly what my teacher was saying as I was taking notes. And you know what's really cool?
Show us.
It syncs as I type and write on the screen. So if I hit play, you will see my notes syncing with the audio. And if I tap on a specific part of the note, the recording jumps to that audio bookmark. Here, let me show you.
We'll walk through the steps together. As most of you probably know, this is a common greeting in Korea. I'll be at your office on Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Cool, right?
That is really cool. And everything Adrian just showed us also works on the Note 20. It's incredibly convenient that the app works through the cloud, and you can open and edit all your notes on any Galaxy device, phone, tablet, or PC.
And this is not just for notes. You can sync your devices so you never miss a call or text, no matter what device you're using or how far away you are from your phone. This is the value of the Galaxy ecosystem. You can create a continuous workspace wherever you go for maximum convenience and productivity.
We're expanding this ecosystem even further with our partners at Microsoft, making the phone Windows 10 PC experience as seamless as possible.
That's right. We announced our partnership with Microsoft at last year's Unpacked, and we've been working very closely with the team since.
And now we're ready to present some cool new features. Let's ask Philip from Microsoft to show us how it all works.
Hey, thanks, Mary. Last year, we announced that we'd be working together to help you, our customers, be productive on any device, anywhere. We shared new S Pen experiences in Microsoft apps like Office and Outlook, the integration of Samsung Gallery and OneDrive to back up your amazing photos and give you access to them across your devices. We're continuing to expand our integration across Samsung and Microsoft experiences to bring your phone and PC closer together. So imagine you're on your brand new Galaxy Note 20 and you get an idea for a project. The Samsung Notes app and the S Pen make it really easy to sketch out a design and write a quick note. If you get a text message like this one and you want to respond a little bit later, your Note 20 makes it really easy to send a reminder. Just a click. And same thing here. If you get a call and you want to respond later, not only can you send a reminder, you can also shoot a quick note back. Later, when you're on your PC, if you wanted to access your notes and reminders, you might have to email yourself or connect your devices with a USB cable. That's why I'm excited to announce that we're making your notes and reminders easily accessible and in some of your favorite Microsoft apps on your computer. For example, by syncing your Samsung Notes with your OneNote feed, your hand-drawn sketch on your Galaxy Note 20 will be available in different PC experiences like Outlook on the web. From here, sharing your idea is as easy as copying and pasting. Your reminders will also become easier to access across your devices. By syncing Samsung Reminder with Microsoft To Do, your reminders will show up on your PC in the To Do app, Teams, and also here. And because it's synced, if you wanted to take it a step further and schedule it as a task, you can do so by dragging and dropping directly on your calendar. With a click, you can see a more detailed view of your tasks where you can return that missed call or jump back into a web page the same way you would on your phone. And when you check off a task, because there's a two-way sync, it checks it off in Samsung Reminder as well. Last year, we announced the integration of Link to Windows and the quick panel of Galaxy phones to link your devices with a click. After you're linked, the Your Phone app gives you access to your notifications, messages, photos, and calls on your Galaxy Note 20. But now the Your Phone app is about to get even better. I'm excited to announce the new Apps feature, which gives you access to your Android apps on your Note 20 directly from your PC. Now you'll be able to combine the benefits of running a mobile app on your Galaxy Note 20, like the familiar look and feel and not having to log in again, with your PC's screen, keyboard, and mouse. You don't have to pick up your phone to send a message on WhatsApp. You can simply open it from your favorites. You're also able to use your favorite mobile apps at the same time. So when you have WhatsApp open, you can take a little break and scroll Instagram. Getting hungry? Open Uber Eats and order some food. And finally, if you find yourself using some of these apps often, you can pin them to the taskbar. And when you click them, they just launch. With the Your Phone app and the integration of Samsung and Microsoft experiences, we hope to empower you to achieve more across your Windows 10 PC and your powerful new Samsung Galaxy Note 20. So thank you. Back to you, Mary.
Thanks, Philip. Our close collaboration with Microsoft lets you get things done with ease and simplicity and helps you stay connected.
And this extends to tablets too. These days, the ability to collaborate virtually has become more important. Microsoft Teams is a platform that lets you do that, and the Tab S7 is great for it because you can see more. You'll even be able to use it as a second screen for your Windows 10 PC later this year.
Microsoft and Samsung bring the Windows PC and Android mobile experience together through our Galaxy ecosystem. Together, we better meet the needs of today, creating experiences between platforms, services, and products. We look forward to what's to come.
Hey! Yo! What's up? Yo! My name's Khalid. I'm an artist from El Paso, Texas, 22 years old, and fun fact, I lived in Germany for 6 years. I'm so excited to be a part of Team Galaxy. I get to kick it with my homies, Millie, Bobby Brown, and Mint. Oh my God, it's amazing, super lightweight, and the camera is beautiful. And it's in my favorite color, copper, which is crazy. And it says right on the screen, act like I'm skilled with the drawing techniques real quick. Hey, hey, hey. A masterpiece, look. I love you guys. You know what? I'm gonna write the first thing that pops into my mind right now. You ready?
I already see what you wrote.
What did I write?
Read your mind.
How did you know? That's crazy. One of my favorite features on the phone is the voice memo. Look, watch it. The music that I love to make the most has to be emotional and sad music. Look. Wow. Yo. Yeah, I usually start with the melody. Let me show you right now. Da 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 da. Da da da. Sounds cool, right? Yeah. First, I'm gonna upload those selfies I took earlier, then I'm gonna go kick it with the homies.
Phenomenal, incredible. Let's check in with our Samsung members. What do you think? I knew you would love it. At Samsung, we're all about open collaboration. We share a common vision with our partners to build an open ecosystem that brings together the best platforms, devices, apps, and experiences. With Microsoft, we already delivered the tools for advanced productivity. And now, we're expanding to gaming with Xbox. The goal is really simple. Bring the buzz of Xbox to our Galaxy users. Combine Samsung mobile technology and 5G innovation with Xbox, and you get something really, really cool. To tell you more, here is head of Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Thanks for having me here today. At Xbox, we put players at the center of everything we do. Our vision for gaming is to empower every player in the world to play the games you want, with the people you want, across all of your devices, from console to PC to mobile. Being able to discover and play your next favorite games from the cloud on your mobile device is key to that future vision. We're entering a new era by bringing cloud gaming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate on September 15th. You will be able to play over 100 games in the Game Pass membership from your phone, including titles like Minecraft Dungeons, Gears 5, Grounded, and Destiny 2. We partnered with Samsung, the world's leader in mobile technology, to bring players the best possible gaming experience. Together, we'll deliver Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to Samsung phones and tablets, including the Galaxy Note 20. Players around the world will be able to access this whole new era of gaming through the Samsung Galaxy Store. We've chosen this partnership because of Samsung's ability to deliver high-quality, innovative mobile devices while pushing the boundaries of 5G technology. Here at Xbox, we're excited to bring your favorite games wherever you are. Our partnership with Samsung is an important step forward for gaming. Thanks, and back to you, Federico.
Thank you so much, Phil. This is only the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And we could not be more thrilled for you to experience Xbox Game Pass on our Galaxy devices. I see our Samsung members are real excited. We know you can't wait to try Xbox Game Pass on Note 20, so we ask our brand ambassador to give you a sneak peek. And here is Myth.
Yo, what is up, guys? It's Myth here. I'm a gamer, content creator, and Team Galaxy member. Me and Xbox go way back. All right, I started playing Xbox when I was like 3. So crazy to see how Xbox has evolved again. With the Samsung Galaxy Note 20 and Xbox Game Pass, you could play your games from anywhere that you would like to. Because with this little guy right here, you can play them all. I will show you how it's done, all right? To use your Note 20 as your Xbox screen, all you have to do is follow the 3 T's. Turn, toggle, tap. All right, for the next step, I'm gonna bring in a special guest to show you how it's done. Cue in for voice over me, please. Can everybody see better? Okay, good. And man, I do sound good in voiceover. Go ahead and choose controller as your Bluetooth device and hit up that little Game Pass app. It's looking all nice. All right, now who's ready for some serious scrolling? Once you're in, head to the Cloud tab. Look at all these games. Years, anyone? I need to smash that play button. Oh yeah, you know what? Shout out to the Cloud, man. Ooh, making this experience possible. And actually, yo, mobile gang, I see y'all. Keep it up. You know what my favorite part of playing Gears 5 on the Cloud is? It's the fact that you could play when and where you want. Love that. Let's go outside. Look at me go! And I get to pick up exactly where I left off when I was playing inside. Seamless. You know it. Speaking of seamless, the Note 20 makes sure that you get that buttery smooth gameplay. We know a thing or two about being smooth. But are you ready to get your game on? Hope so.
Thank you, Myth. He's great, isn't he?
He really is.
We're so glad to be working with him to highlight the amazing Xbox gaming experience on the Note 20. The biggest benefit with cloud gaming, of course, is being able to enjoy these games when you're on the go. For those who pre-order and choose the gaming bundle, you'll get a Bluetooth controller and 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate free when it launches on September 15th.
I can't wait.
Well, if you pre-order the gaming bundle, you'll be able to get a taste of what Xbox has in store when you get the Note.
That's great. I enjoy gaming, but in my free time, I also do photography and shoot videos.
I know you're quite the video guy. You're going to love Note 20 Ultra. It comes with an all-new laser autofocus sensor. And for Pro Video mode, we also built in extra controls to give your videos an extra kick.
So, what kind of extra controls?
Well, the zoom speed control is uber smooth. You can also make more precise adjustments on the microphone for great sound quality.
I could do a lot with that.
Well, let me show you a clip we made with the upgraded Pro Video mode. Just quickly connect to the TV. There we are. And you see?
Wow, that looks even better on a large screen. I can't believe that was taken on a phone. By the way, I noticed you use Samsung DeX. I love that it now connects wirelessly. I connect my tab to my TV often too.
Yeah, and now I can use my phone while using my TV as a second screen with DeX. This is great because I'm always multitasking. It's perfect for switching back and forth between work and play. The Note 20 and Tab S7 address your needs by combining powerful hardware with intelligent software.
And we can't wait for you to try them out for yourselves.
You have seen all the amazing things you can do with the Note 20 and Tab S7, from productivity to gaming to viewing. But audio is important too. This will give you a whole new level of experience. You have seen a tremendous increase in interest for wireless earphones, which are a must-have now. Wherever you're listening to music, on a conference call, or talking to friends, you need the flexibility to juggle all the parts of your busy life. Our Galaxy Buds are already exceptional, but we wanted to introduce a new form factor that helps you to tune into life. A unique design matched with awesome sounds. Listen.
Shake me awake. Bring me back to reality.
Oh, wow. That looks so beautiful, don't you guys think? I wonder what's inside. The Galaxy Buds Live. They look larger than life there, but the case is actually super small. It fits right in the palm of my hand or in my pocket. See? Doesn't it look like a little jewelry box? I love it. The buds come in a choice of 3 colors, including this super chic Mystic Bronze, which I am personally loving. And they are going to look fabulous with the Note 20 or Tab S7. The Buds Live are also eco-friendly, which is amazing, right? Both the buds and the case are made of recycled materials. And to top it off, you can jazz it up with a ton of colors and accessories to personalize it. Now, here they are in the case. Ta-da! Don't they look super chic? And they should look great because we notice more and more people keep their buds in throughout the day. That's also why we designed the Buds Live for all-day comfort. It took a ton of research and so many prototypes, but the good news is the result is the first open-type buds in the Galaxy series. Now, all you have to do is, the wingtips face up, just like this, and they fit perfectly in the curve of my ear. When I put them in, they rest really lightly and securely. And it doesn't feel like I'm wearing earplugs, which is the worst. Even better, you don't have that awkward stem sticking out. They look pretty fabulous, truly one of a kind. Another great thing is, when I'm running from one thing to the next, I don't want to have to worry about my battery, do you? In fact, I get up to 6 hours of playtime, and the charging case provides up to 21 hours in total. My Buds Live can keep up with me all day and longer. Oh, and the controls are easy and even customizable. So you know your favorite Spotify playlist? It's just now to tap away. You don't have to reach for your phone anymore. Best of all, Buds Live have incredible high sound quality with powerful bass boosts. It sounds like you're in a room together, just you and your favorite band hanging out. Buds Live bring you close to the optimal sound of the Harman curve. And for all you audiophiles out there, you know what that means. Now, you're going to love the active noise cancellation for OpenType. It's a first in our Bud series. It lets you tune in without tuning out. So you can get lost in your favorite podcast, but you won't miss your subway stop because you'll be able to hear all those announcements really clearly. This is possible because we cut low-band background noise by up to 97%. That means it drowns out the sounds you don't want to hear and picks up the sounds you do. Buds Live provide the best call quality too, with 3 microphones and a voice pickup unit. If I get a call while I'm out and about and it's really, really loud, the mics will minimize the noise outside so I can be heard more clearly. Now check this out. We compared Buds Live with a pair of wireless earphones from another company. Both recordings were made under the exact same conditions.
Can you hear me? If you can, this is Buds Live. If you can't, it's not. Can you hear me? If you can, this is Buds Live. If you can't, it's not.
You can totally hear the difference, right? When it comes to reducing noise, Buds Live, they're the clear winner. And they play really well with the other Galaxy devices in our ecosystem. If you're making videos with your Note 20, the microphones on your Buds Live can give you exceptional sound quality. My favorite though, it enhances your viewing experience. You know, sometimes you're watching something and you're just dying to share it with a friend, but sharing your Buds, well, it's kind of a bummer because you get half the sound and you don't get that immersive experience you love. The Galaxy ecosystem has a solution. Mary, come, let's show them how it works.
Here you go.
Thank you.
But my buds are already connected to my Note.
Oh, no problem. I'm gonna just do a few little taps here. It says play.
That's mine.
Yeah. And then, good. Now, let me show you what I've been watching these days. Hopefully you'll dig it as well.
Oh, wow. That's really loud and scary.
Oh, no problem. I can turn down the volume on both our buds at the same time, just like this. See?
Much better. That's really convenient.
I know, right? I think that's it. Do you want to continue to watch?
That's it?
Yeah, sure is.
All right.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna run a money I love Lucy, I'm Ricky.
Hey, I'm on my way.
The next stop is 50th Street.
Okay, I have one more thing for you, and you are going to love this. Let me start by asking you to imagine this. Life can get so hectic, so wouldn't it be nice to have a personal assistant to help you manage your life and your health? Well, we made one, and it fits right on your wrist. Introducing the Galaxy Watch 3. Ooh, stunning, right? Inspired by classic timepieces, it's modern and sophisticated. And it comes with the precision rotating bezel, which only we offer. The bezel makes it easy to navigate your apps and control your music, just like this. There's something very satisfying about the way it clicks. It's lightweight, luxurious, and comes in 2 sizes and 3 colors. We even have a super premium titanium model, Mystic Black. The frame is smaller, slimmer, and lighter, while the display itself is bigger. And we've created a new range of beautiful watch faces. My all-time favorite, it's the Weather Center watch face. I am constantly checking the weather. I know this is a little crazy, but I have 3 apps on my phone just for the weather. Now, all I have to do is check my watch. It gives me constant updates of what the weather is, and it has awesome live animation. It's pretty amazing. Of course, this is something I like, but the advantage of our open platform is that we work with partners to offer you the largest watch face ecosystem in the industry. I know other smartphones are finally catching up and letting you make just a few selections. But I am here to tell you, we're talking over 80,000 options. The way we see it, customization is just not good enough. It's time to truly personalize your watch. If you want to keep things real fresh here, the shuffle feature cycles through your favorite watch faces. You can even match them to your outfit. So all you have to do is take your phone and take a quick photo here. Just show some denim. Then all you have to do is go to the Wearables app, hit My Style, customize of course. We're going to go into the gallery, find the photo I just took of my denim shot. And then there's a ton of options. I'm liking, this one looks good. Done. Then you save, and voila. It detects the colors and creates watch face patterns that match my clothes. And now my outfit is complete. These days, taking care of my health has become really important. So it's nice to know that the Samsung Health Monitor on the Galaxy Watch 3 acts as my 24-hour health manager. We're bringing new tools to help regularly monitor your health, including ways to track blood pressure, ECG, and blood oxygen saturation. Here, let me show you how this works. You just have to go to your blood pressure, hit measure, and then stand really still. And that's it. Simple, right? To ensure accuracy, you should check your blood pressure with a traditional cuff and calibrate it at least once a month with the Samsung Health Monitor app. Measuring your ECG is really easy too. So again, you go back, open your app, and then you just lightly tap your finger on this button right here for just 30 seconds. That's it, and you're done. Keeping a log of things like your blood pressure and ECG is helpful. It creates a baseline for you, so you have more information and notice when things feel slightly off. Now, the watch is not a medical device by any means, right? But having these records right on your wrist and in your phone is incredibly helpful in monitoring your health. In Korea, blood pressure is already available today, and ECG will be coming real soon for both the Watch 3 and Watch Active 2. We're working to expand both features to more countries and devices. The Galaxy Watch 3 will also let you check your blood oxygen level. So we go to blood oxygen, hit measure, and that's it. Again, easy. It's a new addition to the overall health management options that give you just more control over your well-being. We launched our sleep monitoring feature 6 years ago, and we've been building on it ever since. It scores the overall quality of your sleep and gives you personalized recommendations so you can sleep better. The new Watch 3 also is great as a fitness buddy. I love to run, but just for fun. So I'm really excited to show you what it can do. So I will go to the running app here. Here we go. Just tap. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for a little run. Okay. See the finish line here. All right, and we're done. So I will hit pause, finish. And you can actually see all of my results of that very short run right here. Pretty neat, right? The Watch 3 gives me real-time feedback, tracking my pace and form based on my run. You can also set goals for yourself and see how far you ran. It definitely keeps me motivated and on my toes, especially when I'm running on my own and losing a little steam. And quite frankly, I don't want to have to carry my phone, but I still really want to listen to my music. Now, I can do that with just my watch and my buds. And there's a whole ecosystem of experiences when you pair it with your Samsung Smart TV. Let's check it out. So I'll set up my phone. we go. One moment, please. And there you see it right on the screen. Watch 3 actually becomes a part of your personal training, just like this. So I will go to my fitness program. And Galpal starting there, so let's get started, shall we? As I'm doing my squats here, it's really easy. All I have to do is just tap my watch to pause. Here we go. And then replay. Or even I can send a quick little reply to my friend's text, all without losing my rhythm. The Samsung Health app offers 120 professionally designed fitness programs, so you won't ever run out of exercises or get bored. Now, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of Unpacked, and I'll be right here finishing out my workout.
You've just seen the latest additions to our Galaxy ecosystem, the Note 20, Tab S7, Buds Live, and Watch 3. All of these devices work together to help you manage your life so you can work, play, and create freely. We continue to expand our Galaxy ecosystem with design innovations that anticipate your needs in an evolving world. For instance, we're introducing 2 services to Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra. We collaborated closely with Android as they developed Nearby Share. It automatically detects nearby users, making it simpler and quicker to share files across Android devices. And we'll be one of the first to offer it. The other is Samsung Smart Things Find. Like the name implies, this helps you locate Galaxy phones, watches, and even buds. Here's where it gets even better. The Note 20 Ultra is enabled with ultra-wideband technology, or UWB. It uses high bandwidth to measure range and direction with astonishing precision. With UWB, Nearby Share will reach a new level of quick and easy sharing. By simply pointing your phone to other UWB-equipped Galaxy devices, Nearby Share will automatically list the people you're facing at the top of your sharing panel. So no more clicks through multiple steps. Smart Things Find will also be enhanced using augmented reality and intuitive directions. You'll be able to locate other UWB-equipped things to its precise location. We're also teaming up with partners to turn your phone into a digital key with UWB. We're already working with major global automakers and access solution providers like Assa Abloy to unlock the future of possibilities. As you can see, UWB technology has so many applications. And with the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, you'll be the first to access it all.
and we are delighted by the great potential of our products, and I hope you are too. I can see you really want to know the release dates, but we have more to share. As Yuni mentioned, we are working with regulatory agencies to bring both the blood pressure and the ECG monitoring to Samsung devices. And I'm excited to announce that we have just received the US FDA clearance for Samsung ECG Monitor app, and Brazil and Visa for the Samsung blood pressure monitoring app. And we intend to release this on our devices very soon. And that's a meaningful innovation. So far, we have introduced 4 devices to enhance the Galaxy ecosystem. Now, let's take a step back and look at the big picture. Samsung stands at the front line of innovation, and we pioneer 5G technology with an entire lineup of groundbreaking devices. We made it possible for you to plug into the 5G networks and discover the next level of connectivity. We also forged new ground in foldables with our revolutionary design, and I can proudly say we are #1 in that sector. The final reveal today highlights once more our innovation leadership and passion for elegant and powerful design. Unveiling the all-new Z Fold 2.
Are you guys seeing this? This changes everything. Now that's a good looking phone. Your Z Fold 2 journey begins with unboxing. Unboxing always attracts a lot of attention. And for this year's redesign Unpacked, we dared to make it even more spectacular. We enlisted the help of our brand ambassadors to turn it into an exclusive event. Ladies and gentlemen, BTS.
안녕하세요. 방탄소년단입니다. BTS의 아래 슈가 지민입니다. Z 폴드 2입니다. Z Fold 2. 오 야야. 와. Mystic Bronze. 좋네요. 대형하면 커졌나? 이걸로 게임하면 평소에 이런 식으로 쓰다가 오! 우와! 너무 괜찮은데? 혁신입니다. 혁신이다. 네. More to come. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah, it looks like it's a hit with BTS. Every moment of the Z Fold 2 experience is special. Our designers thought of every last detail and didn't compromise on anything. Look at this. Yeah, this I plan to keep. You can already tell the Z Fold 2 is going to raise the standard as a game changer for the premium high-tech experiences. Let me show you. The Z Fold 2 comes in 2 colors, Mystic Black and what I have here, Mystic Bronze. Gorgeous, right? The haze effect and metal finish set the tone right away. Overall, the body is thinner, and we minimize the gap between the screens, making this ergonomic design fit comfortably in your pocket. I'm turning it on now. After we launched the first Galaxy Fold, users told us they used the front screen as much as the inner, wider screen. We listened, and adapted. The new Z Fold 2 sports a wider 6.2-inch full-cover display with no compromises. So even when it's closed, you have a full smartphone experience. Open the device, and you can access an even more immersive viewing experience. We've maximized the screen with our whole-in display technology, bringing our Infinity O display to the Z Fold 2 across a beautiful 7.6 inches. Of course, the Z Fold 2 embodies our 120 Hz refresh rate technology and additional upgrades. We optimize the display layers, reinforce the entire structure to make the phone tougher in real-world environments. Now, let's take a look. The Galaxy Z Fold 2 has the most advanced flexible display ever, giving you an immersive theater, an epic game room, and a creative work studio, all in one, delivering an uninterrupted viewing experience. And whether you're working or playing games on the 5G network, the dual intelligent battery will last all day. Now, the display is only part of what makes the Fold experience possible. We completely re-engineered the hinge of the Z Fold 2 to improve resilience so you can use it with greater confidence in its durability. We want to show you how we designed the Z Fold 2, and insiders gave us a deep dive look.
The Galaxy Fold series introduced a whole new category of smartphones and is pioneering the foldable experience. And here is where it all began.
We started this research and work when we were working on the Note back in 2011. People wanted a device that could deliver a completely immersive and viewing experience, but still portable in the palm of their hand.
Is it ever possible to meet both needs?
It's possible if you fold the smartphone.
So in 2019, the launch of the Galaxy Fold changed the shape of the future. But what about this flood of questions unleashed with it?
Is the Fold worth all the hype?
Okay, let's search out the answers one by one.
To make a folding phone, you need something other than glass, so you have plastic on this outside. So of course, glass doesn't fold.
Well, that is common sense, but this glass can be folded. We call it UTG. It's 100% glass, but it's processed to be extremely thin. How thin? Thinner than a human hair. The UTG on Z Fold 2 makes seeing and touching the screen more pleasurable. But this display requires both strength and flexibility at the same time. Striking a balance between these two different qualities is no easy task. The solution was to optimize the formation of the display layers. For the Z Fold 2, we rearranged the physical interaction between the soft layers and the rigid layers to give it enhanced strength. Then we optimized the property and thickness of the adhesive, so the display would remain flexible even in low or high temperatures. After rigorous tests, the Z Fold 2's display is now ready to provide a premium look and upgraded usability. But for a display like this to open and close properly, you need a pretty complicated mechanism. This hinge, too, is constantly being improved.
It has a more firm snap to placing it flat and then unsnapping it from flat.
You can stand it up like this in this thing they call flex mode.
What will the next one be like?
We designed the Z Fold 2 to stay open at multiple angles like the Z Flip. What makes this possible is the cam mechanism. Here's how it works. This is a cam. These two ridge-shaped pieces slide up and down against each other, and the friction created here allows the device to freestand at different angles. Together with larger screens, the new hinge creates many new user scenarios. Z Flip is long and narrow, while Z Fold 2 is large and wide. A larger and more solid display needs even stronger power in the hinge. To create that strength, we decided to double up the cam and elastic components. Including the cam, there are over 60 components in the hinge, all moving in unison. But for them to have space to move, there must be a gap.
Ben,
So if you get this phone, it might be a good idea to vacuum out your pockets every morning before you put on your pants.
To sweep away these worries, we tried out over 100 different ideas. The 99th try gave us a starting point for a solution, and on the 108th try, we invented what we now call the sweeper. Interestingly enough, we got the idea from a vacuum cleaner commercial. We found out these machines use bristles made up of carbon and nylon fibers and can rotate 20 times per second for 2 years. These fibers were elastic and durable enough to be placed under the hinge, sweeping through it with every move. Thanks to the upgraded cutting technology, the sweeper became even smaller in the Z Fold 2. The moment all these innovations come together is when it's finally in the user's hands, providing a whole new experience, along with strength and a sense of security.
We encountered our share of challenges, but always kept moving forward. As a result, we created the next great leap in mobile technology. Trust me, we'll be unfolding many more innovations in this category. So, stay tuned.
The Z Fold 2 boasts the most advanced mechanism for folding technology. We are proud pioneers in this category, and we will never stop making it better. When it comes to what you can achieve on the Z Fold 2, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We've got so much more to tell you about this amazing device. We're going to share more details on September 1st. We've been working hard, collaborating with partners, and listening to our users to bring whole new experiences to life for the Z Fold 2. So remember, September 1st. Pre-orders begin on that day too. But there's more. Earlier this year, we partnered with renowned designer Tom Brown to combine the creative vision of the fashion house with the innovative technology of Galaxy. We're excited to continue this collaboration, unveiling the next step of our partnership.
And this is the beautiful outcome of a great partnership. It combines the elegance of design with the power of technology. And there you have it, 5 new products designed to help you sail through everyday life and navigate the next normal. Our new products embody our mission to bring delightful experience to life. At the same time, we remain fully committed to 5G and foldables, and will work to maintain our status as forerunners in these 2 areas. Going forward, 5G and foldable will be the major pillars of Samsung's future. We have discussed opportunities of what technology can do for you. And I know you have a lot of questions. So let's bring back Tian. As president of Samsung Mobile, he is in the best position to take questions about Galaxy vision for the future. Hi, Tian, and welcome back.
Thank you.
we have introduced 5 amazing products today, and I love we have so much to offer. However, some people have asked why we are releasing multiple products. Can you explain our strategy to everyone watching?
Thanks for asking that question, Federico. Our customers and employees inspire me daily to think bigger and move beyond what's expected. We all have different needs, and those needs require different devices. Our product line is about consumer choice. That's especially important now, when everyone is relying on mobile technology to stay connected. Our goal with all of our products is to help make consumers' lives better, to make everything they do easier, faster, and more fun. And what's really great too is all of our devices work seamlessly together.
I agree, TM. It's all about meeting the diverse needs of people around the world. Let's move on to the next questions. I love the Galaxy Note series. Amazing features, amazing power, and the devices really speak for themselves. But on that point, we presented 2 amazing Galaxy Note 20s today. But if I'm a consumer, how do I decide between the 2 models?
It's a tough decision. There is so much to love about these phones. For long-time Note fans who want the absolute best in a power phone, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is unmatched. It's designed for power users who demand the most powerful experience. That's why I call it the Note 20 Ultra. For anyone new to the Galaxy Note community, the Galaxy Note 20 will give them the core Note features to power their work and play experiences. No matter which version you choose, they are both great. Either way, it will be the best productivity tool for you.
That's an excellent summary of how I feel. I think they're both terrific options, and I can't wait to start using mine. I'd like also to talk about the Galaxy Z Fold 2. I'm excited to see how the refined engineering will offer the next generation of foldable experiences. And I'm sure this will be a hit. But some people are wondering why we didn't include that S Pen. And we really talked a lot about it internally, didn't we?
Yes, we did. The S Pen has always been a well-loved feature of the Galaxy Note. And we are happy to hear people want it so much, they even want it on the Fold. For Galaxy Z Fold 2, we made sure it has its own special qualities that make it exclusive and best suited to the foldable category. This device is unlike anything else on the market, and the user experience is one of a kind. From the bezel-less cover display to an unfolded immersive viewing experience to the flex mode, it will provide a transformative experience. And we will certainly continue to listen to our customers' feedback. So please stay tuned for what the future will hold.
And it's certainly an exciting prospect to see how the future will unfold. Switching topics, let's talk about privacy. This is a fundamental value that we keep top of mind in our day-to-day business. And it's something we discuss all the time. Do you want to share your thoughts?
Of course. Privacy starts with trust. You have to trust your hardware. You have to trust your software. But for trust to work, you need to have security. Security is a top priority for Samsung. From the second we start planning a new device to the final product, security is included in every step of the development process to give you proactive, always-on protection. Simply put, there is no such thing as data privacy without security. We have a responsibility to protect our customers' devices, and of course, the data that's on them. And that's exactly what we are doing.
Last but not least, in a recent blog post, you talked about Samsung's responsibility to make the world a better place. Could you tell us more about what you mean?
I do feel like this is a responsibility for Samsung. Consider the pandemic. we knew we could help. So we put our expertise and resources to work where we could make the biggest impact. We helped factories increase production of masks and test kits. We also donated smartphones and tablets for remote learning. Another important example is the Samsung Global Goals app where we match proceeds. It's a joint effort with the UNDP to raise awareness and support for the 17 global goals. More than 45 million Galaxy users have this app on their phone. That's triple the number of app downloads since February. By taking small actions together, we can make the world a better place for all.
Thank you, Tian.
Hey.
How's the unpacking going?
You know, babe, you'd be shocked at how fast things are coming along here.
Perfect. My boss is coming for dinner tonight.
I didn't think that was gonna happen. Just make sure to get things picked up. Maybe get some dinner going. Anyways, gotta go.
We wanted to have something special.
Joy. Joy. It's a no joy. So much joy. You know, I barely made it back in time for my physics final. Wait, hold on a second. Oh, whoa. Hey, listen, Jimmy, I gotta go. Love you too.
Could actually make you more approachable to the people you want to be approached by.
I don't think about people looking at you that way.
Punch, tuck, and gorge.
How did you do this?
You know, I had a little help.
We take immense pride in our innovative spirit. It is part of our DNA, but what really drives us is you. With our Galaxy ecosystem, we aim to deliver the best human experience, the one that empowers you to live a richer life. We want you to define how you work and play. And every step we take is based on listening how you use and feel about our devices. For example, you tell us you are using your smartphone for longer. We want to help you to do that because this is also good for the environment. That's why we are supporting your operating system for 3 generations of devices. And that's news you can use. And now, I know you're all been waiting for answers to pressing questions like, when can I get my hands on these devices? And how much they will be. So let's get to those details right now. Galaxy Watch 3 and Buds Live will be available on August 6th. And Tab S7 and Tab S7 Plus will be released on August 21st. Finally, Note 20 and Note 20 Ultra will be available in 5G models, with LTE models available in selected countries. Pre-orders begins tomorrow. Before then, we invite you to visit Samsung.com and try the AR experience we have created for Note 20. We will also post the video of untold stories on Note 20 on our YouTube channel. And don't forget, tune in on September 1st for more on Z Fold 2. Before we wrap up, I really want to know what our Samsung members thought about the Unpacked. Did you enjoy it? Excellent. Excellent. In closing, let me say thank you once again. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. So stay safe, be well, have a good day, and good night.
Looking really good.
The Samsung event is over. I'm Ayaz Akhtar with Bridget Carey and Claire Riley. We're going to unpack Unpacked, of course. Ha, 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 ha. And just to be clear, the quality of that joke was about the quality of the entire presentation. So either Samsung was in a big virtual studio or they built a huge place with a video screen. I don't know, but they seem to have giant floating objects. Phrase of the day was embrace the new normal. We did get the 5 devices. Everything we guessed would be there was there. So let's start off with the Note 20 and the 20 Ultra. There's a 6.7-inch flat screen version. There's a 6.9-inch curved version, starting at $1,000 for the Note 20 and $1,300 for the Note 20 Ultra.
That's rough, man. It's a rough price right now.
That's not embracing the new normal for you, Bridget?
It's not quite there, you know, but then again, they make these things so far in advance. It's just awkward timing, right? So yeah, what does this, you know, do that makes you want to dish that kind of cash out for an upgrade? I really like the pen.
Which they moved to the left side. As a Note user, I was confused by this. Claire, what do you think about this wild shift to the other side?
I don't think the world is ready for it, Ayaz. I'm willing to go on the record and say that I'm not personally ready for it. Look, I think the S Pen's obviously their big lead here. The price is tough, but as we said at the start, you know, this isn't necessarily for the price conscious consumer. There are those options out there right now. There's the Pixel 4a, which just launched this week. We've got the iPhone SE, which is under that $400 price point. I think there are the people that still want that like glossy but powerful machine. And I think they're trying to appeal to those people, but also very much recognizing that, yeah, this was made and developed a long time ago. But they really leaned into that work and play. You know, everyone's working from home. So you want a really powerful device that you can do work on, but you also want to be able to game on it with the Xbox features there. You want to be able to watch content. We had the little Netflix promo. So I think they did kind of go for that line. If they were going to try and release a $350 phone, they couldn't have, but this is an alternative.
Yeah, Samsung does make a bunch of budget devices, and I know it's going to be the top of the line with this thing. You did mention the Xbox stuff. I know people are excited about this. This was announced yesterday by Microsoft that if you get Game Pass Ultimate, it'll work on certain Android devices, Android tablets, and Android phones. Samsung announcing today that it's going to be running on the Note 20 as well as its tablets. I don't know if that's going to bring people over to Android because this xCloud thing that Microsoft was working on did work on iOS, so that's coming eventually. But if you really want to get your hands on something that's going to be able to do Microsoft's Game Pass Ultimate cloud gaming, Samsung's got that already set up. And they actually spent some time surprisingly, with their tablet, a lot of time on the tablet. Again, if you've watched the pre-show, you know I'm not thrilled about that. Bridget, did the tablet do anything for you?
What I like about this presentation is that I'm watching, okay, tablet, okay, you know, it's more important. And then after they were stopped talking about the tablet, they showed exactly why you don't need to get a tablet, because the Note 20 will have all its apps work on your Windows machine. So go get a Surface. And by the way, everything beams right to your television. And so there's no need for a tablet if it's all working seamlessly with a Windows machine.
The Note is 6.7 inches. That's the small one, right? So like, I don't know how much larger you need these devices.
But I really felt like the Tab was just absolutely playing to that home school kids market right now. Like, you are not giving your kids a $1,300 phone to go do their schoolwork. You are keeping that for yourself. So I think that's the market they're trying to corner there, and talking about something, I guess you can't do the bigger stuff on a phone, and you can't do the big phone stuff on a cheap phone. We talk about the gaming. You can't do that on a $300 phone. You can't get a good Xbox experience if you've got a really laggy phone. So I guess I take that logic over to the tablet, and I sort of say, well, there's a market there. It's not me, that's for sure. But, I think people might want it.
Yeah, the tablet started at a reasonable $650. These are not budget devices. These are really fancy.
Not counting the extra stuff you got to buy for that keyboard cover and how much the S Pen I don't think is included, is it?
Well, the kids are going to need a mouse as well, I assume. So you're right. I think it's not the budget device that many families might hope as they're going into the kind of the fall schooling period.
So Samsung pretty much sandwiched this event with like awesome phone and then awesome phone. And in the middle was a bunch of like, yeah, all right. Let's talk about the sandwiching thing. The Z Fold 2. It's called the Z Fold 2. They put the Z from the flip and they put it into the fold. Now anything that folds has a Z in front of it or flips. They had BTS for about 35 seconds.
Ayaz, can I just say how excited I am that for the first Samsung Unpacked, we unpacked something.
Finally, does what it says literally on the box. I was excited for BTS. I thought that was fun. As Shara said in our pre-show, we're getting to see a bit of Samsung as a brand, and it's leaning into its Korean fam, which I kind of like. So, but I wanted to see more of them, and I wanted them to perform. Let down.
Well, they said more is to come. I don't know if Samsung's going to release the full unboxing video with BTS because
they should. I couldn't tell anything was going. It's too fast.
So the Fold did get a redesign. It does have that full cover display. It's 6.2 inches on the front. That's a pretty big screen. When you open it up, you get a 7.6 inch screen. They're saying they're using ultra thin glass. That would be the same stuff that's on the Flip. And the Fold 2 opens at multiple angles, kind of like the Flip as well. They have new technology to keep stuff out of the hinge. The sweeper. Claire, I know you were excited about the sweeper for some reason. Tell me why you aren't bristling at this news.
I was excited about the sweeper, maybe just because I'd come off some, a lull in the middle there. But I think they're kind of leaning into, they showed a couple of reviewers who reviewed the first generation phone, and I think they kind of leaned into some of the points that people raised about the phone, the gap and the crease. They kind of showed that. They didn't try and hide it. And so they're kind of saying, well, yeah, this is the phone you're going to get, and we are doing this to keep the dust in your pocket out of your fancy new phone. I thought it was a really slick looking device. If the first generation Fold was maybe it looked a bit more like kind of proof of concept hardware, maybe a prototype, but this one definitely looks like a fully fledged phone. Whether you spend $1,300 on it, different question, but the people who want it are presumably the people who like to just throw cash onto that kind of thing. And they'll get a very sexy device for that.
Well, they didn't announce the price yet. There's going to be more details on September 1st.
Oh, of course. Yes, $1,300 is the Ultra. Yeah,
it's the Ultra. The Fold original cost, the very strange number, $1,980. I don't know why it's 1980, but that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
That was the very strange price for that. They definitely were positioning the Fold 2 to be a much more luxurious device. It looked great. I mean, it looked like a great evolution of the first.
There's something about it where when you're just talking about it, you're like, yeah, phone, what am I going to use that for? Then when I see the presentation, I'm like, oh, this is so cool, new innovations.
Yeah.
Not to say, I mean, I might get this one particularly, but it's really kind of nice to see that they quickly are addressing some of the complaints and new innovations. A lot more parts to get wrong and break down, but it looks a little more swanky, that's for sure.
I love the idea that it stays up as well. That was a really cool feature of the Z Flip. And I think if people are doing Zoom calls with their friends, as I'm, staying in touch with people, being able to just prop it up is really nifty. And that's kind of good for the gaming as well.
So let's talk about those Galaxy Buds Live. These are the little bean-shaped earbuds. They're supposed to be, I believe, active noise canceling, $170. And you know, the shape is obviously, it's been made fun of tons of times by myself included. But the idea is that you're supposed to be able to wear this all day, every day. And I'm like, that sounds like that's a pretty big task. I have a pair of little chintzy $50 earbuds, truly wireless earbuds, and I can only wear them for like an hour or two because they kind of get uncomfortable. But this shape might actually be very ergonomic if you're going to keep it in there all day. Bridget, what do you think about this? You've been walking around with your Beats all day.
Yeah, I got these honking suckers, but I like it because it, you know, holds in my ear no matter what I'm doing. And these are more affordable, you know, so Samsung, you know, obviously not going to be as expensive as something like Beats, but yeah, having it in all day would be important because I do get a little earache if I keep these in too long. So but then again, I don't know, I'm always very fussy with in-ear things. I have to try on a million to know how I'm going to like it. So I still am the kind of person who needs to go in person to make a decision like that. I can't just take a risk and buy something online.
They did really, as you pointed out, Bridget, when we were watching, they did really make a point of talking about finishes and tactile elements because people might not necessarily be able to go get to a store. You know, you were talking about that with the phone finishes as well. And they really did focus on like nifty features. Yes, they're comfortable in the ear, but you can preload your Spotify playlist so that, you know, you can get it with a tap. It's obviously got the noise cancelling for when you're on the train. What is it, train? I forget. But yeah, I thought they looked good, but it's all about the fit. All I know right now is the ones I have are not great. So I'm looking to upgrade. I'm interested.
I like the color. I don't see people going with that cool metallic finish in any of these things.
Yeah, it was a nice color. We got a lot of mystic talk with the colors there, didn't we?
Oh, mystic greens though. Bring it. Come on.
Mystic green seems to be only on the Note 20, the regular one. Let's talk about the
green.
Galaxy Watch 3. It's real. It is called the Watch 3. Starts at $399. They got a rotating bezel, but Samsung spend a lot of time talking about health functions. It does have an ECG function that's cleared in the US, blood oxygen saturation sensor. It can also check your blood pressure. Samsung's health apps.
That was interesting because you usually need a cuff for that. And they even said, just go, you know, confirm it with a cuff you need to buy.
Yeah, when they started showing off some of the health functions, there was this very, very small type on the bottom right corner that I couldn't read. I don't know what disclosures or disclaimers they were writing on that because, I mean, Apple's got the same thing, but they have a lot of these health functions, but they keep saying, this is not a medical device. Don't use this. This is not going to replace a doctor. Don't do that.
And they said FDA approved, not FDA cleared. So that language is important. There's
thank you.
Yeah, no. It's the kind of, the ECG is kind of pre-approved, or like it's not quite the final level of FDA approval. And of course, with the blood pressure, that's available in Korea, but not yet available in the States or other markets. I think it's just in Korea at this stage. So with all these things, it's about all the different markets around the world. I remember when the Apple Watch came to Australia, I was so excited for the ECG, and then the hardware was kind of locked down so that software wasn't enabled. So if you had the Apple Watch in Australia, because it hadn't been cleared with our local Therapeutic Goods Administration, you couldn't use the ECG feature, even though it's like, it's in the watch, I know you're in there, which is really frustrating. But it's, yeah, all these different markets around the world. So who knows when we'll get that in the States.
That blood oxygen saturation, I think, is that's going to be key right now.
And they had that on previous devices. I did a video a while back comparing the Samsung Note, it was a previous generation of the Note, with a pulse oximeter, like a monitor, like a medical device. And so you just like put your finger on the back of the phone. So that's something they've had for a while. So it's good to see it in a usable way on the watch. And once again, that rotating bezel when you're going for a run, not trying to like mash at the screen.
Is that how you run?
I am not a good runner, Bridget, and anything that in any way can assist that, make my life less of a living hell, because, yeah, running and me, we are not great together.
I particularly like the very strange use case scenario where this person decided to take a workout video from the Samsung Health app, then wirelessly share that to a TV, but control the video on the watch. Like, that's kind of like future stuff that looks like it'll work on like TV shows. I really hope it works this well, because it looked like what the future should be. Yes, my watch should be able to control my TV that is getting the information from my phone. That does.
I want my watch to be universal remote. Exactly. Like whatever I want, beam it. Just make it happen. Right.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like that would. It actually sounds like a great reason when they were talking about the Galaxy ecosystem. Yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense. Why would you want this watch and this phone and your Samsung TV? Because they're all talking to each other. Because that TV, like, as much as there's lots of competition out there, Samsung does make some great TVs. So like, it's pretty easy to get a Samsung TV. It's not a hard sell, is what I'm saying. But getting a watch that matches it or getting a phone that matches it, it seems like it's a little easier to step into that ecosystem and go, yeah, wait a minute. I can do the wireless DeX thing. I can control my TV with my watch.
And previously we talked about, you know, in the before times, you had your phone on you all the time and you might not be at your laptop. Now it feels like my phone isn't on me all the time. It might be on the table, or the bench, or in the kitchen, and your wearable is on you all the time. So the wearable is your kind of your new touch point and interface, and that's kind of your new phone. So being able to do things and control stuff from your watch, like replying to messages, as she said, that I feel, as you said, Bridget, you're changing diapers, you got your watch on, your phone's in another room. So that's always on you. So I like features coming to the actual watch.
Okay, so let's wrap up real quick. Bridget, what was your favorite either product or part of the presentation by Samsung?
Samsung really got me thinking about a stylus more than ever now. I've always been like someone who kind of said, I don't really need it. And now with how we're working differently, I want to give it a shot and see how it feels to take notes on it. I've always been an Apple user, so I'm not anti-Android. I just simply, you know, maybe will think twice about if it can really get me a better work environment kind of situation to be able to just jot down notes instead of having like pieces of paper everywhere.
How about you, Claire?
I think the glorious, pretty element of the day was the fold. I really loved the look of it, but I think also the thing that I see myself using would be the Note 20. Maybe not the Ultra, quite big, and we saw that camera cutout was just this big wonking, sure. Got up real early. Like this big like biscuit on the back of the phone, so it sort of looked very tacked on. But
maybe got back camera.
Yeah, it's got some real junk in the trunk. But I love the idea of the stylus, and you really do, Bridget, like come over to the dark side because you really do use it. And when you, as we said in the pre-show, those Note users are so dedicated. They love these devices. I've known people, I knew someone that held on to the Note that shall not be named for like way too long because they didn't want to give up their Note. That's how much they loved it. So like the stylus factor is great. The multitasking on the screen, some of that stuff isn't new in this device, but getting a faster processor, better camera, 5G, obviously, all of that coming to the phone that people love, I think is a big selling point. And yeah, when I go back to an iPhone and I have to type out individual letters with my clunky monkey fingers, like, yeah, the stylus is an experience. As I was up at 5 a.m., I am not speaking human words anymore. So
I love it. Clunky monkey fingers might be my favorite phrase of the day.
It's a new Ben and Jerry's ice cream flavor.
It sounds like it. I'm actually most impressed with the earbuds. I will say it's been known for a long time to see how small they were, because it actually was in the ears of one of the presenters. Like, okay, that's not so big. And having a comfortable device in my ear, being able to like talk to an assistant or whatever, hopefully not Bixby, but I think that might be my favorite thing because it might be something I can actually reachably get soon. I don't think there's no way I'm getting a fold. That thing is crazy expensive. I know I'm going to break it. There was no talk of waterproofing about that thing. I'm not touching that thing. But I really liked the earbuds, the Gear, the Galaxy Buds Live. Every time I hear it, I keep hearing Bud Light. So that's not right at all. So
it has a little bit of that, you know, freshly poured beer color.
Well, everything was so liquidy. I think that's what happened there. So I think that does it for us. Thanks to Bridget Carey, Claire Riley, Shara Tipkin, BBG, and all of you for watching. We've got lots and lots of coverage at CNET.com and our YouTube channel, so check that out. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't, so you should. All right. So long from the internet.